Hey everyone, we're Chris and Sandy with the Customized Ride, where we spotlight the builders, the dreamers, the enthusiasts who make the car world what it is. And today, like I said on every episode, we got a great one for you. Who do we have?
We have Michael and Abigail from the Run to the Sun car show coming up soon in Myrtle Beach.
And we're excited to talk to them about the show, what they got new, and everything in between. So welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
So you want to ask a question?
You want to ask one question, Caitlin?
What's your favorite food?
I love a funnel cake. That's easy. What do you like?
You stole what I was gonna say, but my second choice would be ice cream.
I like pizza.
Pizza?
Ooh,
Yes.
What about ice cream?
Yeah.
And cookies?
All of that.
And everything. You even like broccoli, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Caitlin.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. All right. So tell us about what's going to be special about this year's Run to the Sun car show for everyone to look forward to.
This year at the Run to the Sun is pretty similar to what you've seen in the past. We have 3,250 cars registered. We're expecting, hopefully with good weather, somewhere between 10 and 12,000 spectators to the event. We're at the same location at the old Myrtle Square Mall. And new for this year are two celebrities. We have a really cool, we have some impersonators from
the Ghostbusters.
From the Ghostbusters, I'm sorry. And the Ecto One car is going to be there. And some really, that's going to be a lot of fun. And then we also have Lou Santiago, who's got a car building show on Discovery TV. He's going to be great. He's going to be in the Auto Metal Direct booth, just adjacent to the celebrity area. So we look forward to having him to the event as well.
That is awesome. So for the people that don't know what Run to the Sun is, give us a quick overview of Run to the Sun.
Well, this is our 37th year. We'll be in Myrtle Beach. We're at the old Myrtle Square Mall, which is right in the center of town, across from the convention center. We're 2 blocks off the beach. And we have all sorts of cars, everything 1989 and earlier that you can imagine, from Model Ts all the way up through 1989 cars and trucks. We have a lot of 60s and 70s muscle cars, street rods, pretty much everything you'll see at Run to the Sun. We don't have assigned parking spots. There are some clubs that park together. The Rat Rod group all kind of takes one area that they stay in. The Corvette Club has their area, but you'll see everything. And bring your walking shoes, because you will walk several miles just to see the vendors and all the cars. So like I said, we're 56 acres. I've heard people walk 6, 8, 10 miles in one day to see it. So we look forward to having everybody.
Yeah, it's usually like when we come every year. This will be our 4th year coming. And I know on my counter on the phone that we cover the show all the days. And it's usually like 20, 25 miles I walk.
Good exercise.
In those times. And being 54, that's a little tougher now to do all that.
But you love it.
So you got your daughter with us today. Tell her about her and her role.
Hi, I'm Abigail. I coordinate the social media marketing and the food vendors. So your daughter's question about the food made me excited. That's my favorite part.
So what's been the toughest part for you to take over that role?
It's been a learning curve, but it's been really exciting. I'm excited to have good relationships with all of our food vendors now. This year we have a new one, that Mr. Fish, who's a local business and bringing seafood to the car show. So it's been exciting to make sure we have a good variety of different types of food, so we don't have too much overlap. So every time you go around the show, you'll find different stuff along your way.
Now, each year, are you adding more vendors, or are you pretty much kind of capped out?
We have 18 consistently. If most people love to come back. If for some reason they have a conflict, then we'll find somebody new. So that's this year there was a conflict, so we got to add somebody new.
So Michael, with doing this for 37 years. I know you took it over a few years ago. Since you've taken it over, what are some of the difference you've seen in the car community since?
I'll be honest with you. I get questions like that all the time. And Chris, we try not to do anything differently because it seems to be working for so long. And this year, we've been doing all of our ticketing online on Eventbrite. This is our 5th year. And it seems like every year we sell out earlier and earlier. This year we sold out our car participant spot 6 weeks before the event started, which is unfortunate for people who are just finishing up their cars now or just deciding that this is what they're going to do for their family vacation. But the event's been really popular, and the car club, the PD Street Riders that started the event 37 years ago, they had a formula for how they wanted to do things, and we just tried to continue that tradition. So the charity component is a huge part of the event, and just providing a good, safe family atmosphere for everybody to get together and show off their cars. That's kind of what we're all about. And being one of the first major car shows in the spring, it seems that we've it's a draw to get people to come down to Myrtle Beach in March.
You know what's funny is 4 years ago we launched the customized ride October of 22, and we did a lot of local stuff. And so March was Run the Sun was the very first show I covered that we traveled to.
Yes, our first travel show.
And so it always has a special meaning for us.
It does, and we love Myrtle Beach.
But I'll never forget going from covering a show locally with 300 cars, not realizing how big 3,000 cars is. I mean, that was a little overwhelming the very first time I went.
It is exciting, and probably my favorite part of the whole event is when we open the gates up on Wednesday afternoon to let cars come in. About half of our cars come and stay for the entire weekend, and then they drive their truck or a different car locally. So my favorite part of the show is on Wednesday when we open up the gates, all the cars coming in. Last year we had 1,800 cars come in on Wednesday afternoon in about 2.5 hours. And just to be able to see all those guys and smiles on everybody's faces when they get to come to the event for the first day, and it's usually everyone's first major car show of the year. So we're excited to be able to do that. So
we're going to be getting there about 1 p.m. So hopefully we can capture some of that coming in.
Yeah.
So as they say, it takes a village to build anything. And with the car show, you got a lot of people that help you. Tell us a little bit about the team that helps y'all do what you do.
Year round, it's myself, my wife, our daughter, Abigail helps out with the social media, which is a constant thing all year long for the Facebook page and the website and so forth. We have a couple people that help us with the vendors. And the weekend of the event, I think last year we had 104 people work with us. So it does take a village. We've got a lot of staff that comes back year after year to help, and they love putting it on, and we love their help to be able to do it. So it would be nearly impossible to do this with a smaller crew than we're there all the way from the Saturday before the event all the way until Monday after the event, from setting up to cleaning up. So
definitely love that. Speaking of teams, we have a third co-host, our son.
We do.
We'll always ask a couple questions. So Sandy's going to go get him. And while we're waiting for him, what if someone was brand new and they were coming to your show, what would you recommend them do to kind of maneuver through the whole area? To prepare them mentally. Because it's a lot.
Definitely read through the website. We have a lot of information about how to get your car in, which direction to come in, where to park. If you're going to come as a spectator, you can park at Pelican Stadium. That's a $5 donation to the, the donation is
to the ROTC program in Carolina Forest.
Yes. And definitely come and join our Facebook group. It's called Run to the Sun Car Show -official. There's a couple other groups out there, but that's the one that we monitor and make sure that all the information is correct, so that you can go in there and chat about where you're parking, what you're going to do. A lot of our spectators and participants share what cars they're bringing and everything that they're excited about. So it's a great way to get prepared.
Love that.
All right. Hey, Michael.
Hey.
And Abigail.
Hi.
Hey. All right. So I got a question. So what makes Run to the Sun so special for like other cars? Oh, no. I'm already messing up my question. I put in longer questions.
He
I'm
changed
already
his
messing
question up.
Oh, my.
Hey, the price of a camera, right?
Oh, no.
Ask
That
the
is
other- ask the
completely
other
out of
one.
my
Ask the
head.
other one.
All right, so for young, so here's this other one. So for young people like me who love classic cars, what advice would you give us?
What advice would I give you?
Mhm.
Well,
Who are
beyond
really
getting your dad to loan you some money to buy a car, and then you can start working on it.
What's funny is his dream car would be a 70s or 70
Mhm.
Corvette with Pro Street 70 Corvette, and I seen about a 70 recently up the street, and I've been it's just got stuff. I mean, it was basically looked like almost abandoned and at this house. So I was like, one day we'll go up there and just see, and it's gone now. I was like, dang it. Because that's how you capture the deals is people that's had that car for years and they would like to, I'd love to see this thing fixed up.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I'm trying to remember. You can ask a
Okay.
question real quick. I'm trying to remember my other question I had. It's like went completely blank out my mind.
Yeah, and it's funny, we're live, but that don't matter. Again, we like to have fun on the show. So what's it been like being a car enthusiast for all these years? What have you seen change from when you and I were young to where it is now?
Oh, I don't know. That's a hard question. It's hard. I think from talking to the guys, it's harder and harder to find those barn finds to be able to, find cars to work on. But they're, the community and the hobby is definitely not going away. As the folks like us get older, we try to bring in newer, younger kids into the hobby. And I think the best part of Run to the Sun that I really enjoy seeing is when you watch the cars come in and you see the dad with the grandfather and the son all in the car together, or the entire family, mom and dad and their kids. I think it's just fun to see that. And people like to come out. I think Run to the Sun is not too different from other car shows in that I think people just like to come out, enjoy the weather, enjoy the cars, and walk around and talk to everybody. So my advice, in addition to buying a car that you like, would be just to go around and talk to the other owners. And they like to talk about why that car is special to them, when they bought it, how long they've had it. You'll find guys that are in their 50s or 60s or even 70s that have had that car since they were 16 years old, and they love it, and they love to talk about it. They love to share their story. They love to share all the modifications or anything they've done to their car. So just stop and talk to people. They're more than willing to share their story with you.
I think what makes Run the Sun a little unique too is, like you said earlier, your timing. It's I don't know of any other car show that's as big as this that happens before you. I mean, well, I guess in Texas there's one, but outside of that, on the East Coast, you're really the first. So you get that bunch, like you said, they're so excited. They went through all winter, and so they're ready to go show their cars.
Yeah, a lot of folks come down from the north. We have a big participant group that comes down from Pennsylvania, Virginia, all the way up to New York and New Jersey. And then the week after us is the Spring Turkey Rod Run in Daytona. So
Yeah.
a lot of folks come, a lot of our vendors, sponsors, and participants all come to us and then go directly from Myrtle Beach down to Daytona the week after. So that's convenient for them and a good route to start the car show season off.
And I think after them is Emerald Coast Cruising.
Yes.
So it's like you got these three all classic cars, car show that's coming down like back to back to back. So it's definitely a great way to start the year. So any final parting words as we end?
Abigail, you want to talk about the tickets and stuff?
Yes, you can find your spectator tickets on Eventbrite. You can also go to runtothesuncarshow.com. That will take you to Eventbrite. It's great to purchase your tickets ahead of time. It expedites your entry. You can bring a QR code. They'll scan it and get you right in quick. We also share a lot of information on Facebook so that everybody can stay up to date on what you need to know. We share some frequently asked questions and answers on there. So that's also Run to the Sun Car Show, and our group is Run to the Sun Car Show Official.
So as we end here, if you've got somebody watching that wants to do their own car show, what advice would you give them? And again, I know the first answer is always don't, but outside of that, what advice would you give them?
I wouldn't say don't. I would say definitely understand the amount of work that goes into putting on an event. For us, it's an empty lot, 50 weeks of the year. In the fall, the Jeep Jam is there. Right after us, the Food Truck Festival is there. Last year, I think the city moved the Jazz Festival over to this location, but it's an empty lot. So to put it into perspective, we have 160 porta potties. We have to bring in our own trash, our own stage, pretty much everything. And that's why it takes so many people to put this on, is all the equipment that has to be delivered, our generators. We have to have our own water on site. It's a lot of work. So it takes a lot of organization. When my daughter Abigail started helping me, she said, wow, you have so many spreadsheets. I've got a spreadsheet for just about everything that needs to be done. And I have a calendar, which she keeps me organized. We have a shared calendar that talks about every item that needs to be done by which date. And so you just got to be organized, and it is a lot of fun. It's rewarding. And the best part, like I said, is coming out and seeing all the families there together. And then you know that that the work was all worth it.
That is definitely awesome. Do you ever consider doing 2 shows a year? Like a lot of like Daytona and all that?
We do the merchandising for a couple other shows. So yeah, between our show and a few others for the merchandising keeps us busy. So it's not just a 3-day event. It's year-round planning. So after this event, we'll kind of wrap stuff up. It takes about a month to make sure everybody gets paid and, post all the winners on the website and social media and so forth. And then we try to take a little bit of time off before we start planning for next year. But yeah, by June, we're already working with our vendors and sponsors and everybody for the following year. So it's kind of a year-round event for us.
Definitely love that. We enjoyed having you on the show. And for anybody watching, be sure to go to Run the Sun, go to Myrtle Beach. Great family trip. Myrtle Beach is one of our favorite places to go. It's an enjoyable show. And if you're there, find us, because my son and you'll see us filming. You might see us running across the parking lot to grab something, but you'll see us. But anyway, it was definitely great having y'all on the show.
Thank you for having us. Look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.